From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Bozeman may be hopping this weekend, but it was here in Butte where the Cats and the Grizz used to battle for the pigskin for decades.
True story. 6:30 on this Wednesday. Chet Lehman, Matt Elbow with you here. Once upon a time, Butte was the home to Cat Grizz.
Yep.
The teams would ride the train from both Missoula and Bozeman to get there and play on the Ranchi Stadium up there.
Pretty neat.
At Butte High. Pretty cool.
Well, I can't wait to hear that story.
It's going to be really fascinating.
Yeah.
John and Luke Shelton telling that story for us this morning.
Sounds good.
Meantime, the weather story, a little different than what we've been telling for the first part of the week.
You know the old saying, the calm before the storm?
Oh, here we are.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
Temperatures this morning. There are some chilly areas with chilly air, but daytime temperatures should be into the upper 20s near 30. But the wind is going to be calm for most of the day, and then toward the late afternoon and evening, you see that snow developing. It doesn't look all that impressive, but I think it's going to be an impactful snow for much of the area. Highs today near the 30-degree mark. The evening holds the potential of snow. I'm going to talk about snowfall totals and what to expect to wrap up your work week. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31. Cat Grizz, a highlight of football season for so many fans. Now, Butte has a lot of history with the big game. Our John Amy and Luke Shelton try to focus on one of the more interesting pieces of Butte's connection to Cat Grizz.
Hi. It was 96 years ago when Montana State and the University of Montana decided to bring their fabled football rivalry here to the neutral ground of Butte. In fact, the first decade they played right here at Clark's Park. Now, you may think this weekend's event is a big deal, but 100 years ago, the Brawl of the Wild in Butte was a huge event.
It was always the biggest game in Montana, and it used to be right here in Butte. From about 1926 to 1950, it was played here in Butte.
The Butte games were front page news at the time, and people did more than just watch football.
This was more than just two college teams meeting on the field. They'd have two parades, one for the Grizz and one for the Cats. And people are mobbing the streets. They've got the cheerleaders up there. They have the game mascots.
By the late 30s, the game was moved to the newly built stadium at Butte High School, which was named Naranchi Stadium in 1943. But it was in 1928 when the game saw its first record-breaking crowd.
They predicted 8,000 people in Clark's Park. Wow, that's amazing that they could fit that many people in Clark's Park.
Can you imagine, Luke, that in 1928, the Cats and Grizz played here in Butte to a 0-0 tie?
Oh, John, that's incredible. I wonder what that game would have looked like.
It was a big, big deal. Well, the biggest game in the state, too. Probably, the biggest game in the Northwest, as far as we're concerned, right?
Anyway.
There you go. That giving both their best effort, Luke and John. Thank you very much. Staying on topic now, Cat Grizz Week filled with competition on the football field, but also off too. Cats and Grizz literally battle it out for blood that will ultimately help others. Sigma Chi Fraternity in Bozeman hosted a blood drive with the American Red Cross yesterday. It's the second time this semester the fraternity has hosted a blood drive. Combined, they've seen around 70 people donate blood. And as we head into game day, they're also hosting a can drive as the Grizz set up. Can the Grizz drive set up to wrap up this weekend?
Definitely a competition, and we're a very competitive group of guys, but it's also definitely helping our community is a big part of it.
I've given blood before, and I just think it's like an easy, good thing that you can just do for society as a whole.
By the way, Can the Grizz donations wrap up on Saturday, so get out there and give.
It's a matchup that has all eyes on Montana, especially this year with College Game Day coming to Bozeman. But it's bigger than football, and it's bigger than a rivalry game.
You know, those donations coming in really allow us to serve our community.
It's about showing the true spirit of Montanans.
The goal is to just collect as many units of blood as possible to help our community.
And as the holidays approach, the benefit these two entities receive from the community help in drastic ways.
We are at a time in our community where we are seeing record numbers of folks coming into our doors.
The Missoula Food Bank says they are seeing 1 in 4 people in our community accessing emergency food services, the highest it's ever been. Can the Cats helps 2,500 families this holiday season, and they want to raise close to 500,000 pounds of food. Last year, Can the Cats raised 583,000 pounds of food. As for the Cat Grizz Blood Drive, last year the Grizz came out on top, donating 157 units of blood. It's important because the Red Cross collects more than 40,000 units of blood each and supplies more than 30 Montana hospitals and medical centers. Last year's Cat Grizz battle brought in 310 units of life-saving blood. This competition promotes first-time donors, and first-time donors typically come back. And a game like this that stretches across the state helps bring awareness to both causes.
It really helps to get that awareness out that how important it is that we have the units of blood. So when people are sick or injured or whatever the cause may be, that we have that when they need it.
For details on how you can donate, you can head to our website. In Missoula, Hannah Hislop, MTN News.
I love that. Can the Grizz and Cat Grizz blood drives. All no losers in both those competitions. Meantime, when it comes to recruiting young people to join armed forces, the pandemic, followed by what has been an excellent job market, has made it tough on the U.S. military. New this morning, how that is not true in all cases. National correspondent Kat Sandoval introduces us to a teenager who is proving, for her, sky truly is the limit.
17-year-old Zitlali Vasquez can't wait to be a pilot.
You just feel this warm rush of heat just running through your body. It's really this excitement that you just feel. You feel a sense of freedom.
The Arizona high schooler is one of 20 students in the country to attend the elite U.S. Navy Summer Flight Academy.
When I first expressed interest in the military to my family, they were surprised. They're like, okay. They're like, Zitlali, you're the first one to join the military or show any interest in joining the military. And you want to be a pilot.
But not everyone is as excited as Vasquez to join the military.
Keep it going.
The armed services are struggling to recruit in a tight civilian job market and haven't had this much trouble since 1973, the year the draft ended.
The other important reason is that we've had a COVID pandemic. It's been difficult to get out to the places that recruiters normally get to, going into schools, meeting people face to face, shaking hands, telling them about the military.
With record low unemployment numbers, the majority of military branches are feeling the pinch.
The civilian labor market is always an important competitor for the military services to recruit from. So people who are graduating from high school, am I going to college? Am I going to get a job? Would I like to join the military?
The Navy barely made its recruiting goal this year, bringing in 33,442 sailors, 42 more than the target. To expand their candidate pool, they've bumped the maximum enlistment age from 39 to 41. The Air Force met its numbers, but had fewer additional recruits than previous years. And the largest branch, the Army, fell short. It missed its goal by 25%, or 15,000 soldiers.
One of the things that Army needs to do is figure out how to get more and better information into decision makers, young adults' hands.
Congress has put pressure on the Pentagon to increase recruiting efforts, and some branches are offering bonuses of $10,000 and more. But with the younger population having a lackluster interest in serving, and by some accounts, lacking the physical shape to qualify, should we be worried?
If we fail to meet our congressionally mandated military size, it will, if not tomorrow, eventually lead to a difficulty in achieving our military's mission.
The mission of defending our country. Volunteers like the female pilots of Navy Strike Fighter Squadron 213 see their jobs as a way to serve the nation and a career opportunity.
I would like to think that when young girls see us, they know that this is something that you can do.
Kat Sandoval, Newsy, Chicago.
All right, 6:40, time for a quick break here.